Hi, welcome back to TOV's class, online class. Okay, sorry we didn't get the beginning of the video. We're starting with our foundation. It's a Mary Kay foundation, and we're dabbing through. I'm applying my foundation down. You see, I'm taking my time to apply the foundation underneath on her jawline. I'm really taking my time to dab because once you don't dab very well, you find out that you have patches. You know the kind of patches now. You find out that you have patches very fast. So I'm taking my time to dab. Then I'm going in with my concealer from Ferracosi, and I'm applying underneath her eyes and a bit to her nose part, on the bridge of her nose. Then I do my blending using a smaller beauty wedge. That the stuff I'm using to do the blending is called a beauty wedge. Okay, I'm still dapping. I like taking time to do my dapping because I like my clients' makeup lasting. Then I'm going in with a powder contour to apply underneath the concealer. That's the powder from Zaron. Don't mind my powder is almost finished because I like using that particular shade, that particular powder underneath the eyes. Then my contour is actually the darkest shade on the nose. It's a Milani black, so I'm using the darkest shade from my palette to create that on the corner of her nose. Then my setting powder from Sasha. I actually like the setting powder from Sasha. It makes my look wow. I like that. Okay, then just beneath the hollow of her cheek, I take my, and on the bridge of her nose I applied, it's a Sasha powder. It's a setting powder. It's called a setting powder. Then I'm going to be doing my lining very light. See, I'm measuring it from the corner of her nose. That's where you're supposed to stop your pencil line. You shouldn't exceed that spot. You see the way I lined it using that pencil. You shouldn't exceed that spot. Then I'm doing some stroking to get my feathered brows. Okay, you see I still did that part there so that you know the last part where it should end. Concealer, just on the concealer. My concealer should be just on the brow bone, slightly on the brow bone. So that's where I take my stuff from. If you watch closely, you'll see how I do it to get that nice look. Okay, I keep blending in. I'm blending through, blending very well. Yeah, I'm really blending very well. Then I do the up part of it. Most times it's not actually necessary. You can actually ignore that part if you really wish to. Then I do a little stroking at the edge so that you see it. For the feathered brows, this is not really a feathered brows, it's a normal brows. For the feathered brows, I don't have to draw the normal drawing. Do you get? So in my next video, you'll be seeing the feathered brows because this look we're creating is actually a fuller cut crease. If you watch So now I'm going in with my shade from, I actually like using that shade. If you watch, it's almost finished. From this palette is I can't actually remember the name of this palette. It's one of my eyeshadows. So I'll be taking it down there, applying only on her crease. From our first class, I told you where the crease is. Then I take it slightly above her eyelid, a little above her eyelid on her crease. Since it's called a fuller cut crease, so you have to take the crease. That's my primer I'm going in with. Take it above her eyelid, just on her crease. So I'm actually take it a bit higher, but I like it being that way so that it gives the person a little fitter. Because there are times where you apply too much and the person will be looking, oh, I don't like that. Okay, and I'm doing some adjustments. One part of it was a little bit higher, so I had to adjust to that. And I'm dapping on my primer so that I don't have some cracks. You actually have to dap. So that's my eyeshadow. I'll be using a mixture of that and that. My eyeshadow palettes, the two, I'll be using a mixture from them. I actually decided to use a gold eyeshadow with a little bit of shimmer. It's not matte. So if you watch closely, the eyeshadow I'm using, the brush I'm using is a flat brush, kind of. It's not free, it's not fluffy, like it's flat, it's saboed, it's together. So I'm using it to apply my eyeshadow so that I don't apply more than I want that line to be there, the line of the cut crease. So that's why I'm using that brush. But if you actually want it faded, at the point you're trying to dab, that's when you fade off. So here now I'm making it more obvious. That's what I'm doing here. Okay, so that you see my cut crease very full. So I'm actually dusting off the fallouts of shadow from that spot. Then I'm applying my liner. It's a liquid liner from House of Thara. It's actually a Nigerian made. So I'm applying it in there. I'm doing my winging. I'm doing an outer and an inner winging, both from the inside. I'm taking it following her eye line. If you watch closely, I followed her eye line. Okay, I'm putting my lash just to pop out her face. Putting my lash in, and I'll do that to the other side. Yep. Okay, I'm dusting off and applying my powder at the same time. Actually, my client is a bit naughty. She talks a lot actually. But I actually like that. She's a whole vibe, Then I'm going in with a blending brush. That brush I'm using is a blending brush to apply powder on the brow bone and the corner of the nose. Yeah, it's to just darken that area a little. I like putting powder there so that there are some areas where shadow didn't get to. You have to close them up. Okay, for this look we will be doing the up and the down lash, but we'll get to that spot. I can't really wait for that spot. Now I'm going in with my glow from Farrah Gold. both on the cheek and her the bridge of the nose, on her brow bone. On her brow bone, I applied that, and I applied on her cheek and her chin. I blended. I'm going in with my inner liner. It's a pot liner from Zaron. Yeah, and that's my brow gel. It's to hold the hair in place. Okay. Now I'm going in with my under eyelash. Okay, in my next class I'll be showing you how the I actually forgot that part. I'll be showing you how my under eyelash looks like. So I just stick with a little glue and I place it on underneath her eyes. Maybe next time I'm going to do a close video there. I think I don't know if you really got that. So I'll apply my bronzer on the peak of her lips. Now, creating an ombre lips, this is what I mean by when I say creating an ombre lips. You first of all create that love shape, then you fall down. If you watch, I'm falling down. I'm actually falling down that. Just watch closely. It's going to be looking like love shape. So I had too many shades in my hand because I was actually contemplating, since the look is more of kind of brighter. It's kind of brighter, you could use it as a bridal makeup, you could use it as outing shoots, whichever way you want. Some likes it this way for bridal, some do not. Some people like it very natural for bridal, so it depends, but you can actually use it for bridal. So I had a little issues with the shades, but finally I decided on using red. A red and a brown outer and the red inner. So I'll be using I dabbed the red shades, blending with the browns so that you don't see the lines of the browns so obvious. Then I added a little pink to brighten up. Wow, see the finishing. You see the ombre lips. The lips, that love shape is called an ombre look. The eye, the full cut crease, is also called an ombre eye. And I did the inner winging and the outer winging. It's so lovely. I love this. Thank you.